Hi, I welcome you to the latest edition of 22 Yards. आज मैं आपसे गुफ्तगू करना चाहता हूँ एक ऐसे प्लेयर की जो कुछ समय पहले तक तो हीरो थे, पर अभी वो किसी भी इंडियन साइड में कंसिडरेशन में नहीं है, ना तो टेस्ट मैच में, ना T20 में, ना ही ODI में. So what if I was to tell you that there is a current test cricketer who has three of the greatest performances of anybody for an Indian playing out of India, and he still does not find himself in consideration? You would be surprised. And you would, I'm sure, be more surprised if the same person as a bowler has a strike rate that is only next to Bumrah for bowling. I'm sure I would leave you astonished. But today, my friends, I'm going to talk to you about Shardul Thakur. शार्दुल ठाकुर का जो डेब्यू था बहुत इम्प्रेसिव नहीं था. उन्होंने वेस्ट इंडीज के अगेंस्ट डेब्यू किया और मेरे ख्याल से 1 या 2 ओवर किए, उसके बाद वो इंजर हो गए और मैच में उन्होंने कोई पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं दी. बट व्हेन इंडिया वन एट द गाबा in that historic test match, and we had suffered a surfeit of injuries. Virat Kohli had gone home. I think Bumrah and Shami both were injured. Jadeja wasn't playing. Shardul Thakur emerged as an unlikely hero. He added, when India was tottering at 186 for 6, Rishabh Pant had already been dismissed. He got together with Washington Sundar, added 123 and scored 67 of those runs on his own. Over and above, he took 7 test wickets in that test match. So he was unlikely hero to have emerged in that test match. And then in England again, in Oval, India is absolutely down for the count. He walks in when we are 117 for 6. Then soon we are 117 for 7. He goes on to score a 56 of 36 balls, and his 50 actually came only of 31 balls, which is I think the quickest 50 scored in England. And in an amazing test performance, he again takes 3 test wickets in that match. He dismisses Joe Root crucially in the second innings. In the first innings, he gets Burns and Ollie Pope. Again, when he comes into bat in the second Indian innings, he gets a 60 of 70 balls. Those are really enormous performances. Those are really heroic performances. And the third performance that I was going to talk to you about is in South Africa. The first 2 were in the winning cause, but this third performance was in a losing cause, where he goes ahead and gets 7 for 61 in South Africa. Scores a fighting, quick, blistering 28. Puts India ahead. India leads by 243, and I still think we would have won that game had we played Kuldeep Yadav in that match. We did not, and we lose that game, but he still ends up with figures of 8 for 108, and he, as I told you, also got 28 runs. So I really cannot think of very many better performances out of India by an all-rounder. Even great Kapil Dev would struggle to compete with that kind of performance outside of India. And another interesting fact is that he has 31 wickets in his 11 test matches, but his strike rate is only 46 point something, 46.5. And friends, Bumrah is today striking at 45. Every other Indian bowler, including Shami, Umesh Yadav, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, as well as Mohammad Siraj, all of them strike in the early 50s. I think Shami is at 50 and the rest of them are at 52 or 53. So that tells me that he is quite a strike force, and India is going to be going to Australia very soon, and we will have a problem that we do not have a batsman at number 8. And I think Shardul Thakur can really fulfill that role. The Indian captain or the Indian team management probably has to sit him down, give him the confidence, tell him to get his pace up by 5 kilometers, and also that he should lose maybe 5 kgs of weight. And then he should be fighting fit and ready, because at his best he was bowling between 135 and 140 kilometers per hour. His batting is very aggressive, and India will need crucial runs from the tail in difficult situations, which they are going to be in the tour to Australia. So I think that we should really look at this unlikely hero, not so celebrated, and try to draw him back into our test scheme of things. It will be good for India and it will be good for the Indian team. This is Anand Gupta signing off. Till next time.